Welcome to the second video. I've already gotten my givens in to start. So now we're going to prove angles congruent. So first you're going to prove your triangles congruent. Let's see how it goes. You're told X is the midpoint of WY, this segment here. That means these segments are equal. So step one is going to give me WX congruent to XY by, use the word, definition of midpoint. The second statement says it's the midpoint of VZ. So I'm going to do double tick marks to make VX equal to XZ by the same reason, definition of midpoint. Now, the triangles are not congruent yet. I need to look at what I can add. Shared side or vertical angles. I notice I have a set of bow tie vertical angles here that are congruent. So these would be next. My vertical angles congruent. And you can name them with 3 letters. X has to be the middle. WXV, angle WXV. Congruent to angle TXZ. Look at your picture. Are your triangles congruent? Yes, they are, by SAS and SAS. So write your triangles that are congruent. WXV, congruent to, put your triangle symbol. W goes with Y, X goes with X, and V goes with Z. What's your reason? SAS. Now, I probably should have put these on the same line, but I didn't. So what are you going to do? So you just write your prove now. Angle XWV congruent to XYZ. So it's saying angle W is congruent to angle Y. Does W match up with Y? It does. So step 7 is CPCTC. Corresponding parts, congruent triangles are congruent. Go to the next one. I want to prove these segments equal. First, you're going to show the triangles are equal. We're going to bisect angle J. Here's angle J. Here are your little angles. So step 1's going to give me step 3. Angle KJM congruent to angle LJM. Bisecting, so it's definition of a bisector, but what kind? Definition of angle bisector. Now I'm going to mark my picture with the other angles equal. They look like they're at M. So it's JMK, so I'll do the double rainbow. And JML, I'll do the double rainbow. What can I add to make the triangles congruent? You can add your shared side JM, congruent to JM by reflexive. And now I look, my triangles are congruent by ASA. It's 2 angles, and the side is between them. If I said triangle KJM, triangle symbol, KJM congruent to triangle LJM by ASA. And now, does JK match up with JL? It does. So JK is congruent to JL by CPCTC. And the last one, I've got parallel lines and midpoint. I'll do the midpoint of BF first, making BD congruent to DF, definition of midpoint. And you have a choice here. These lines are parallel, so you can either do your alternate interior and vertical or 2 sets of alternate interior. You pick. I will do B and F as alternate interior. B is congruent to F, alternate interior angles congruent, and I'll do my vertical. Angle EDF congruent to CDB, vertical angles congruent. So these triangles are now congruent by ASA, ASA. If you use the other, just the 2 alternate interiors, it would be AAS. So it's triangle CBD congruent to triangle EFD by ASA. And now the parts. ED matches up with CD by CPCTC. Okay? So, this is what we did. I want to make sure you know CPCTC. You have a test next Tuesday, February 15th. There is no homework, but Thursday and Friday will be on Google Classroom, and you have to turn it in. Bye.